This video mentions the list of things along with their cost, which is all set to create a rage among many. One thing is for sure, that man is the winner here who has controlled the world, whether it's reaching outer space or allocating a price tag to rare things. 1. International Space Station. $150 billion. Man is the master who has done the unthinkable, reached the moon, and of course invented very surprising things. The most expensive thing in the world is related to the universe, and it is the International Space Station. The amount which has gone towards its existence in terms of building and designing is $150 billion. Considering the massive value associated, it has taken 12 long years under the watchful eyes of engineers to design the station that has welcomed astronauts and visitors from whopping 18 countries of the world. The shuttle has also been the center of experiments since 2000. 2. History Supreme Yacht. $4.8 billion. Do you know that billionaires are ready to pay amounts that you would have not heard before? Yes, exactly, when it comes to History Supreme, the name of a yacht that is different from hordes of ships. Stuart Hughes' idea to create this 100-foot yacht has found an instant taker in the form of a Malaysian businessman who purchased it for $4.8 billion. It is bathing in gold, in terms of gold-plated rooms, while taking extra care of comfort that a human can relate to or imagine. Facilities in the form of swimming pools, bars, movie theaters, and lounges simply make it an ideal destination where living life king-size perfectly gives an extraordinary feeling. The owner can proudly board a yacht in style with a helicopter too. 3. Hubble Space Telescope. $2.1 billion. If you proudly own all the money in the world, where do you begin to use that? Will you spend a bombshell on your marriage to make it memorable? Will you buy a palatial house or a new car? Are you going to surprise someone special with the most expensive gift? Millionaires can move far-reaching platforms based on the interest they develop, and accordingly, they plan their budget. Man, through his deep thinking, has made a foray into space. The Hubble Space Telescope is one of them, as it is priced at $2.1 billion. Created with the sole aim of assisting in knowing about space, it has been giving the reason for various discoveries since 1990, the year when it was launched. The invention is certainly helping scientists in their aim to unearth more discoveries, and one of them is that the universe is continuously expanding. 4. The Antilia Mansion. $2 billion. Have you ever thought of being financially capable enough to purchase anything your mind would have said, whenever and wherever you wanted, irrespective of the amount? Well, many of us have dreams hidden aside to purchase a spacious home in the heart of the city or own a Lamborghini, etc. Well, many have spent $2 billion to own a house, namely Antilla. Mukesh Ambani, a billionaire and owner of Reliance Industries, have a lavish life that only a few get across the globe. Owning highly priced jets, a fleet of cars, and of course, a house, Antilla has created a standard of its own globally. The design is part of a theme relating to the sun and the lotus flower and uses soft pastel colors as a way of decoration. 5. Crown Jewel. $591 million. Mined in India, Koh-i-Noor, or the crown jewel was gifted to the British Queen Elizabeth during their colonial period. A 105-carat diamond valued at $591 million. The British forcefully took from the princess to stop her from claiming the diamond. However, after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the Indian government has constantly been raising its voice in the international forum to get back the diamond. 6. The Dream Jet. $300 million. How would you react when someone owns a private jet? Well, you relate him to being quite affluent. Now consider the situation when a bigger, spacious, and even more lavish airline, namely Boeing, is owned. Yes, the airline that has crossed all the expectations imaginable to the human mind, where luxury goes beyond that what you expect. 7. Villa Leopolda. $506 million. Cash is king, as the list proudly mentions the most extraordinary and highly crazy deals that have purely been purchased with insane amounts. Nothing can beat the craze people have for creating a masterpiece in the form of a house. When loads of money is involved, then it is naturally included among the most expensive thing in the world. Edmund and Lily Safra are its proud owner. It had great significance during the Second World War, as it was substituted as a makeshift hospital during that time. 8. The Card Players. $275 million. How would you have experienced a phase when you wanted to splurge? Well, all of us have some point in time undergone moments that we wanted. Whether it is purchasing business class tickets to go on an international flight, choosing a 7-star hotel to stay in, or gifting your wife the most pricey ring. All of us would have undergone the same at one point or another. But do you know some deserve to be on the list for going too far? 9. Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR. $143 million. How many of you can relate to those who have won the lottery? Well, they are certainly quite lucky as they earn a big amount. However, when considering the list of expensive things in the world, their price is valued much more than what you associate with the winner of a jackpot for sure. For example, luxury cars never fail to excite. They bring a sense of fascination that is hard to resist. Likewise, among the most expensive thing in the world has been a car, namely Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, that has fetched a big amount of $143 million. Likewise, history is made at the auction in May 2022, where the designer Rudolf Uhlenhaut created only 2 masterpieces. Since only one was sold, so it attracted sky-high prices. The car dates back to the 1950s. In that era, had a top speed of 186 miles per hour, something which was very rare, while Mercedes-Benz still displays the other one at the museum in Stuttgart.